You may have noticed that there is now some additional datasets on the Copernicus Data Space Ecosystem. You can now access the Copernicus Contributing Missions data via the Copernicus Browser and via OData API. In this short video, I will show you which datasets are available, how you can register your interest to access this data, and then lastly, I'll also demo how you can download the data in Copernicus Browser. So reintroducing the Copernicus Contributing Missions. This is a mission that provides data that complements the Copernicus Sentinel missions. These missions are conducted by the European Space Agency, its member states, and international third-party operators. And they offer very high to high resolution optical, radar, and elevation model data. They include optical high resolution and very high resolution European and sub-Saharan Africa coverage, the European Urban Atlas digital elevation models, and these are available at European and also global scales. SADA imagery will also be available for sea ice monitoring purposes over areas that were selected by the Copernicus Marine Environment Monitoring Service. On the right, you can see some examples of the Copernicus Contributing Mission datasets. So these include data from the Spot 6 and 7 missions from Airbus, the Worldview missions from Maxar Imagery, and also PlanetScope and SkySat from Planet Labs. To register for accessing the Contributing Missions data, all users will need to accept a specific EC user license. It's easy to register your interest. All you need to do is access your Copernicus Data Space Ecosystem profile, navigate to the personal info part, and then you can state your interest in accessing the data. So as you can see on the right, you need to put in your user category, your company/institution, and also the applicable Copernicus service project name. For more detailed instructions on how to register for Copernicus Contributing Mission data access, you can visit the documentation page. You can access this via the link below the video or by scanning this QR code. So, as I said earlier, you can access the data through Copernicus Browser, where you can search specific areas of interest and then see your results on the left before downloading those results as you wish. You can also access metadata in the browser. So for instance here, we're looking at a Worldview 2 image, and you can access important metadata such as the cloud cover percentage, but also the nadir angle of the imagery as well. You can also use our OData API to query and download imagery from the Copernicus Contributing Missions catalog, and there are examples on how to do this within our documentation. Once you have navigated to the Copernicus browser, you can then start to search for imagery. I'm going to zoom in on an area of interest over Berlin here. And I'm going to navigate over to the search tab here on the left. You can see here that we have all the Sentinel missions as you would have previously seen, but we also now have this additional dataset called CCM Optical. So this is where you can access the very high resolution and high resolution datasets. I'm going to tick this box and I'm going to search for imagery in the very high resolution European layer from 2020 to 2022. I'm then also going to adjust my time range so that it fits in this time period. So I will start from January the 1st, 2020 and go to December 2022. I can then click search, and this is now going to search the Copernicus Contributing Mission catalog for imagery over Berlin. and our area of interest in that time period. So you can see we have some results. I can then zoom in a bit, and I'm going to click on this result over Berlin. Once you've clicked on an image footprint, you can then click on the product info button here, and we can find out some more information about our particular image. So we can see here that this is taken from CompSat3. There's no cloud cover, and the image was taken on the 18th of June 2021. If we wish to download this data, we can go down here to the bottom right and click on the Download tab. And this will then download the image to our local computer. And from there, we could then open this in QGIS, for instance. Thank you very much for tuning into this video. To find out more about the Copernicus Contributing Mission data, you can use this QR code again to visit our documentation site. And if you have any further questions, you can reach out via our support channels or post a question in the community forum.